Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. This is your host Vaibhav. In today's session of JForex Indicators Explained, we are continuing our exploration of the Gann series indicator. In today's session, I will be making you familiar with Gann swing oscillator. This is one more indicator in this series, which is going to help us in figuring out the trading opportunities which are going to have higher probability of getting the trade right, the probability of getting the money, making money rather than losing money. So let us now head to the JForex 4, the newly released trading platform from the Dukascopy Bank SA. This is the Euro USD chart with the each candle period defined at hourly. To add this indicator, you simply have to do a quick search and there you will get it. Let me add it. It is taking some time to respond. I think it is because of the computer, not because of the platform. The platform is super fast. There is no doubt about it. You will have to wait for a few more seconds. So the Gann swing oscillator basically tries to help us in figuring out the trend when we have the trend in a solidly defined manner using this system. We will have higher probability of getting the trend in to work in our favor. We can use the uptrend to look for buy on dips opportunities, and when the trend is downward, we can of course look for short sale opportunities. So here you get this option of adding this indicator. Simply a quick search using this F4 option, you will have this indicator, and this indicator has values to. Okay, again it is taking time to respond. The values can be only two. We have -1 denoting the downtrend and 1 as denoting the uptrend. So there are only two outputs possible for this indicator. So whether we have the uptrend or the downtrend, we will be in a position to simply identify the trend. So there is no third possibility, and also there is no continuity. This formation gives us two distinct values. So whenever there is a trend change, you will have this value shifting significantly. So there is no confusion while working with this indicator. So that makes it much easier for us to utilize this indicator, because when we get these values, we don't really have to second guess unless there is a trend change. All we have to do is optimize the entry point in light of the underlying trend. If there is a bearish momentum prevailing in the underlying instrument, then we can keep looking for opportunities to short sell as long as there is no trend change in the instrument of our choice. We can use Euro USD, or for that matter any forex currency cross, for this indicator. This indicator also works well with almost other classes of instruments as well, like commodities, the equity indices, stocks included. So we have this indicator working out for almost all the instruments listed on the platform. There is this various class of instruments which you can trade quite comfortably, quite confidently using this indicator. So that is one advantage of working with the Gann swing oscillator. Let us take this quick search route, and once we have this indicator in place, it is going to be quite a helpful tool if you are using other Gann indicators like Gann trained oscillator and Gann high-low activator. You can combine these three indicators together, and using these three indicators together will get you a much higher probability. You can incorporate these indicators and make a solid, robust trading system. Of course, regardless of how strong it is, not all the trades generated by the system are going to be profitable. So that is something which we have to always keep in mind. And whenever we are using these Gann indicators, we will also have to keep in mind that the trades might even go wrong. So keeping that possibility in mind, we have to also go for robust risk assessment and risk management. So we have to ensure that if we are taking the trade, it should be in line with the possibility of minimal losses. So whatever is our equity, we should allocate only small percentage of it for possible losses, and accordingly we should take our trade position so as to ensure that in the eventuality of the trade being wrong, we can we don't really end up losing too much money. We can always make back that loss in another trade whenever we see the system generating additional trade later on. So that kind of opportunity can always be exploited provided we are in a position of taking more trades. So for that, we have to ensure that one single trade should not be costing us too much if we have these formation going wrong and even ending on a losing note. Even in that eventuality, the loss has to be minimized, and that ensures that we are going to remain in play. We will be in position to take another trade whenever we see the trade being generated with fresh signals. So that kind of opportunities will keep arising, will keep coming to us, and all we have to do is wait for those opportunities. And whenever those opportunities arise, we can then take the advantage of the situation and go for a new trade. It is yet to respond. Let me try out this other option. Okay, we go back again. I think there is some issue with that chart. Let me use another chart. It is yet to respond, yet to. Let's try for the wave version of this. Okay, here we got this add indicator option. Now we will have to go back to the platform chart. Let's now go to quick search option again. All right, finally we have it. It's time to add it to the chart. Sorry for the inconvenience caused of this delayed addition to the chart. All right, now we got it. The difference between the Gann swing oscillator and Gann trained oscillator is that the Gann swing oscillator is much more sensitive to the price fluctuations. This is more responsive to the price fluctuations. So this is used more as a short duration trained detector. The Gann trained oscillator is more suitable for swing trading purposes as that takes time. That particular indicator takes time to respond to the price fluctuation. So many a times those people using the Gann series indicators combine these Gann indicators like Gann trend oscillator and Gann swing oscillator to then work with the dynamic situation where both these indicators are pointing in the same direction. In those kind of scenario, we will have the probability much more strongly identified using this system of Gann swing oscillator. If we consider this Euro USD chart here, you will see that in today's trading session, even though there was not much of a movement in the Euro USD. Even in that scenario, here we saw these Gann swing oscillator changing values from positive territory to negative territory, again back to the positive, and finally here we saw that this time around when it changed the direction, it lasted for quite a long time, and we saw this strong move in the Euro USD of almost 50, more than 50 pips. And if you had gone for these trade, you would have definitely ended up making money. But also because of these prior moves here, in which there was no significant momentum, you would have ended up losing money also. So that is why, as I said, many times it is better to combine the Gann swing oscillator and Gann trend oscillator and then trade in the direction of convergence. So you have the longer term as well as shorter term trend being matched, and that increases the possibility of getting things right, getting the indicator right, getting the setup right. So that is the one advantage of working with these Gann series indicator. And one disadvantage, as I pointed out, is that this particular indicator is very responsive to the short-term fluctuations also. So you will always have to keep in mind that if the underlying instrument, the instrument of your choice, is not really moving much, it is simply consolidating in a narrow range. In that kind of scenario, this indicator is going to generate many false signals as well. You will see that in this kind of scenarios, it is simply not really going anywhere, but we have these continuous fluctuations resulting in false signals. And if you were to trade on all these signals generated, then of course you will end up losing money. So the some sort of filtering mechanism is also needed, and that is why the combining of these two different indicators of the same series is advised in that kind of scenario. And also, not all the trades generated by this indicator are going to be profitable. So that is something which we have to keep in mind, whether you are working with these Gann swing oscillator or for that matter any other indicator. And risk management plays a big part, where you have to try to optimize the series, the setup in such a way that you don't really end up losing too much money. So even if there is continuous fluctuation from bullish to bearish or from bearish to bullish, you take the trades only when there is a higher probability, higher convergence in a definite solid looking trend change, and then go for that trade in a calculated risk taking manner. So that is all from my side for today's session of these JForex indicators explained, where we saw some of the properties and the possible uses of Gann swing oscillator. This indicator, as I pointed out earlier also, is going to be helpful in the forex as well as other segments of the market. So you can try out this indicator in various segments, various class of instruments, and see if you can use it optimally to look for profitable trading opportunities. And the use is simple and unambiguous. We have these trend clearly defined, so there is no question about something in between. It is either bullish or bearish, and that kind of clear signaling mechanism has its own advantages, as well as you won't be in two mind about the underlying instruments move at any point in time. And with this clarity, you can have the confidence to enter into the market in the given direction. So that is one more advantage of this indicator with clearly defined output values. With this, I am now signing off for the day. If you have any query or any idea to share, do write to me in the feedback, and I will be more than happy to take the discussion forward. See you next time around with a new indicator, new formation, new concept, and of course, new uses, new possibilities to work with. See you next time around. Till then, goodbye.